What's up, my kings, my queens, and my royals in between? I'm Lord Rosnell. This is Pokemon Radical Red, and you might be wondering, why are you starting in the beginning of a fight? Well, we're not really in the beginning of a fight, we're at the end of a fight. I was checking out to see if we could just go into Safari Zone, or if the game would yell at us, be like, hey, you can't go into the Safari Zone yet, and yeah, apparently just, you know, trainer fight. And we have to fight Brennan. And I was like, you know what? I guess this is what we gotta do. We're here already. I can't undo this because I didn't save beforehand, and we surprisingly got this done with the first try. Oh, cool, Rock Smash. That'll be useful. We can go back and pick up a lot of whatchamacallits, Mega Stones. But yeah, so there's that. That's the benefit of watching live. You get to see me make my mistakes, and then sometimes you get free content. So that's a little tail end of that. That's a little teaser for you, a little bit of a, hey, keep an eye out for me when I go live. Then you'll get to experience all the goodness, you know, live. But yeah, if you end up enjoying the content, definitely drop a like and a sub. You probably won't regret it. I certainly don't think you will. You'll be able to see a whole mess load of different shenanigans we get into. We got the fan-made Pokemon games, we got the Souls-like content, we got retro content. We got a little bit here for everybody. But now that I have this, and there was a whole suggestion of, hey, you should really go and what's the word I'm looking for? You should really go and re-battle some of the other gym leaders. But it's like, why would I ever think to do that? This game is very confusing to me at times. It's incredibly confusing to me at times. But I think we're going to do some trainer battles here along the way back. If we don't have to go heal, I'm not going to. I want to try and get as far ahead as I can if possible. Yeah, because I would like to be able to actually try and fight Koga next episode, because realistically there's no way we're doing it this episode, because I don't know what this game wants for me to actually be able to fight Koga. There's a chance it might actually just be in the Safari Zone. But I figured let's start making our way back. We can I know there's one right up, there's a Megastone right above Vermilion City. There's one right below Pewter. And I think there's one. Oh, yeah, there's a whole like section of Mount Moon that we weren't even able to get to. And then there's the one area in Viridian Forest. So we got some options. So let's kind of go through, get some battles in. If we notice we hit level cap, then we can really stop worrying about things. But, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm just hoping that we're hopefully getting to a point where we can get through this a bit faster, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little tired of Radical Red at this point, because some of the fights are legitimately just like they feel like they're especially hard for no real reason other than like, oh hey, maybe we should do it this way type of deal, right? Alright, I'm gonna just go Ceaseless Edge, set up spikes. But I know I definitely talked about wanting to do the do nuzlocke of the Mario the ROM hack that a lot of people have been playing recently, but maybe I go with something just like a little bit more chill. Give me that chance to just like because this was a lot. This whole thing was a lot. Trying to do this as a randomizer nuzlocke, and then just as a regular nuzlocke, and then just be like, you know what, screw it, let's just do this as a randomizer and go from there. This is a bit much, to say the least. So maybe we need something a little bit more chill. That, or maybe Mario will just, the Mario ROM hack will be just silly enough that it won't feel as shitty. Alright, and we don't want Cleavor to get lost behind in levels, which, in all honesty, it doesn't take that long to really get things leveled up. If I wanted to, I could just pay $10,000 a couple times to fight the Autono team a couple times and hit level cap. Which, I'm not gonna lie, sounds kind of nice. But yeah, I kind of want to go through this kind of quickly, so I might not fight every single trainer on the way to there, just to save me a little bit of time. Knuckle stack. Yeah, none of that really does me any good. Alright, I'm gonna trust that your knuckle stack isn't all that impressive and just have Rillaboom do a big murder. Also, Aqua Cutter, yeah, we made a good choice here. Again, like, there's so many like little things in this game that could probably make it a little bit more viable at its base difficulty without having to change any of the bits of difficulty. Because like I feel like this should be experienced like kind of as is type of deal, but it's also one of those things like this is just like kind of annoyingly unforgiving. And some of the things that would make this a bit more realistic, a bit more easier, especially with it, you know, with also doing it as like a randomizer, but that's neither here nor there really. But it's a combination of more access to held items, especially at like if you want to like hold off on like the for the first like half of the game or whatever, sure, fine. But once you get to Celadon, it's like they have the mall there, like you should be able to go absolutely bananas there and pick up just about any held item there. The fact that I'm just like incredibly limited compared to like well set up NPCs, it makes this feel less like a challenge and more like a sadistic just like a sadistic game where like the creators like watching everybody go through and play this and go, yes, suffer for your love of Pokemon. And it's like the creators just like getting their sick jollies out of this instead of like, you know what, I want to create a game where it's gonna be something that people are used to and they love, but it's gonna be challenging because everyone complains too much that Pokemon's not challenging enough. Well, guess what? Course corrected way too much. This is way too much in the other direction. This is just a ridiculous level of hard, and I do not recommend it. Like if you want to, like if you're like a competitive level like player where you go to competitions and you're like, oh yeah, it's like I study like all these different things so I can make sure I have XYZ all set up. Pincerite. Okay, well, Pincerite's nothing all that special. I'm trying to think, was there anything up in Cerulean? I mean, I guess I could figure out Cerulean later, because I'm going to want to go through Diglett Cave, get the Mega Stone by Pewter, go through the one area in... get the one oh, what's it looking for? The one in Viridian Forest, go through Mount Moon, check out all those areas, and then once we pop out of the end of Mount Moon, then we can do whatever. I mean, maybe we can go talk to Brock and be like, "Hey, Brock, I heard you want to fight." Oh. That's good. Orbeetle? Okay. I guess theoretically, if you just did a vanilla run, you could find Orbeetle in here. Alright, so what's over here? Gigantamax. Oh, goody, X-Scissor. Butterfree. Okay, so it looks like they're... Oh. Hey, Verizian. Didn't necessarily expect to see you here. Huh. Well, let's just say this just in case. I'm going to assume that you're not actually going to be Verizian. Because I think even the randomize changes you. But if not, I'm gonna do a little save. Also, if we're being smart, and by smart I mean honestly kind of dumb, I'm going to hit Will-O-Wisp turn 1. Okay, honestly, Primarina, I'll take it. That being said, I'm still gonna hit Will-O-Wisp. If we lose out on Primarina, we do. Because, I mean, we already have a Primarina caught, but let's see if we can catch this one. Alright, Shadow Ball. Do a nice little chunk of damage. Oof, you having Ectoplasm, Bloody Bloods, that's not great. Alright. I'm gonna go one more Shadow Ball and then just start throwing Ultra Balls. Because it's only going to be so long before... Skull Bash, huh? Wait. Does attack go up? Attack doesn't go up with Skull Bash, does it? That's not a thing. First try! Let's go! Okay. Well, we did that. Still, so far, no... I mean, we're here. What do we got going on here? Sure, we'll bring you. Bring the rock, bring the boom, and you know what? Bring the burb. We'll bring the burb this time. Why not? This time, we're getting... Okay, Ninetales isn't a bad option. Ninetales isn't a bad option. Oh yeah, forgot about Tepig. One max Rockfall coming up. All right, so is it based on level or actually? This doesn't help because this was also a 3-star. So this might have a 2 shield phase. Alright, the fact that it stopped there, yeah, okay. So it looks like whenever something has a 3-star. Okay, you disabled my rock slide, but does that technically stop my rock fall? I don't feel like it should. I argue that Sandstorm should probably... Okay, cool. You can't disable the max rockfall. That's kind of hilarious. And then it puts out another shield. Max lightning! Ridiculousness. Interesting. I'm surprised that Seribot doesn't know about you. Is there a way that I can put out Seribot? It's like, that's also very interesting. You actually like followed like 2 hours like before I started my. Wait, when I know I saw a thing that you popped up, followed like 2 hours before. I think it was like two. It was literally 2 hours before I started my morning stream. Oh wait, no. Channel points 1.2 ad. Wait, that's not even like a bot. Huh? What do you? I have the confusion. That's a very like bot thing to just randomly put in, but it's not like actual like your usual bot shenaniganry. All right, I wonder. Okay, rock slide is in fact disabled. Okay, then that's fine. No, say. Right. I'm not gonna hit the ban button just yet, but I'm sus. I will say that right now. I am sus. Penny, all right. Let me throw this Pokeball. Wait, Penny. Are you sure? Because Penny's laying down right next to me. Maybe she was just being annoying to you. That's their listing in the sub box. Yeah. Like I don't know. It's just such a weird thing to say that like it's raising bot alarms, but it's not like actual like bot behavior. Should I block? I'm gonna say leave it go for now. Mostly because it's not like they had a whole thing, and it's not like Seribot knows like they're a bot or anything like that. So that theoretically leads to the fact that they're not. Maybe it's just, yeah, I don't know. I say leave it go for now. Maybe they'll chat again and they won't say something weird. Oh, it's sandstorming in here now. Alright, well. I'm gonna save. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just generally confused. Paltania. Alright, okay. How strong has Brock gone? That's the biggest question. How strong has Brock gone? Throwing out a Great Tusk, turn 1. Okay, up to 65. So I will probably want to, realistically will probably want to come back to this. Unless I get super lucky. Increased attack, huh? Well, lucky for me, this multi-attack should do a lot of damage. Stab, super effective, and I get an extra 30% damage. Wow, the fact that you didn't die is kind of nuts. Huh. Once again. Alright, knock off. Wow, that does. Like, I get that Great Tusk has, like, does a lot of damage, but still. Like, I feel like that should not have done that much. Okay, well that's not gonna be great for us. I'm gonna hit Drain Punch in hopes that, yeah, I was gonna say in hopes that you don't go first, but it's Markanine. Of course it's gonna go first. All right, I think we go Papa Bear, hit Bulldoze. Doesn't really matter what you do. Like, that's not gonna kill. That's gonna hit. No, wait, I was gonna say that's gonna hit with recoil, but it probably has Rock Head, so no recoil. But 4 times damage from a Papa Bear Bulldoze, no, they're dead. Unless they have a Focus Sash, which they do. Of course they do. All right, I'm gonna hit like. It was tempting to hit shift gears, but 20 bucks says you have like a cell rock, so I just need to survive a hit. And, of course you crit. Rude. Alright, well that's a mild problem for me. Alright, let's go with the rock. I feel like that did so much damage for no reason. Okay, cool. We are faster. That's useful. And we're setting up spikes. So that will kind of help us out. Alright, having Ceaseless Edge on rock here, kind of useful. Normal move? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Alright, Sand Slash, pretty standard. I don't have anything that's special against them. I'm gonna oh right, I was gonna say that shouldn't do much. I keep forgetting rock doesn't resist rock. Alright, a second layer of spikes is gonna be useful. Alright, off chance that they miss, because Stone Edge does okay, never mind. They're gonna go for a sure thing. That, you know what, that's fair. That's fair. Alright, I am going to hope that the duck is faster than the Sand Slash, and if not, that the Sand Slash isn't going to do that much damage. We're going to go Liquidation. Okay, useful. I'm hoping Liquidation kills here. The fact that that didn't is kind of nuts to me. Yeah, I was gonna say that's 100% gonna kill. Alright, Sand Slash, kind of a pain in the ass. Alright, can Big Bird clear this out? Because let's be real, Skeletor sure as shit ain't. Yeah, I'm gonna hit Oblivion Wing. Duck faster, bird not. Did the duck become insanely faster all of a sudden? Because I feel like at one point in time, the bird and the duck were at the same speed. Oh, 3 left. Yeah, there's no way. We're toast. We're toast. This is GG's. I'm going to hit Oblivion Wing. Hope that special attack... yeah, that's not enough. Ooh, and going for Shell Smash. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to start dangerous. Okay, so definitely if we can keep Rillaboom for Omastar. Rillaboom would absolutely just obliterate. We saved before this, right? Yeah, alright. I'm pretty certain we saved before this. Let's just not even bother. Let's just not even bother. There's no point in putting Skeletors through this, because, yeah. Alright. We will come back to Brock. We will come back to Brock. All things considered, essentially going in blind, we did decent. Let's see, I don't think I ever actually came through here. Alright, we got the old Amber. Which Pokemon should I teach Bad Tantrum to? I don't know what Bad Tantrum does. Stomping Tantrum. Ooh, Bad Tantrum. 75. If the user's previous move has failed, then power of this move doubles. That's actually kind of insane. Oh. Okay. So I'll have to keep that in mind. Penny, you have a little fuzzy on your head. I just want you to know that. Alright, there wasn't anything down here, right? No. But yeah, so I'm gonna say let's check out Mount Moon. after we check out Mount Moon, I guess we do some more trainers. At worst, off stream before next stream, I will run through and get every Pokemon up to level cap, and then I guess we'll start working on like Brock and then go from there. Because I don't know how many of the... Is there anything over here? No. Because I have no idea what all they're going to want me to do to get to the Koga fight. Which, actually, honestly, thinking about it, what I should do is before I deal with that, I should actually... Okay, Cobalion. Which, obviously not going to be Cobalion. Critical... Honestly, that Scope Lens will probably actually be pretty good. I'm going to save in front of this, even though I probably don't need to. Okay, Penny legit just walked away. Alright, I'm going to assume that she's actually going to want to go potty if she was already bugging Kit earlier. Once this finished saving... Alright, everybody give me a few moments. I'm going to run Penny potty just so she doesn't end up bugging Kit, but I will be right back. I said I will be right back. Okay, thank you all for being patient. I was gonna say I'm pretty certain I saved ahead of this. That being said, I definitely did not put it's painful. Alright, so far all water types. Lockjaw? I thought about doing multi-attack, but I feel like that probably would have exploded the poor thing. Alright, one more Lockjaw. Can water types be burnt? Ooh. Please don't be confused. Oh, thank God. Alright. Ooh. Please don't have a citrus. Okay, I can live with an orange berry. I can live with an orange berry. Yeah, alright, 2 legendaries. 2 for 2. Hey, Penny. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Alright, sure, we'll put Duck out front. Alright, so that really turned out to be nothing. There wasn't another area in here, was there? Was there an area in Rock Tunnel? I don't think there was an area in Rock Tunnel, was there? Yeah, because coming up here, that's where we saw that it, we could tell that it was Cobalion, I think. Okay, but yeah, there's no rock smashing here. Alright, was there something here? It doesn't look like there's anything up here. So is there nothing here? Is there not another Mega Stone? Maybe up by Bill's house? I guess we could check that real quick. And if not, we can, I guess, just run back down towards the one place. There's nothing in there. Oh, right, it was a surf thing. Okay. Yeah, okay, I think that's what all that was. It was a surf scenario that you had to deal with. And then, yeah, nothing over there. Okay. So, I think we have... there wasn't anything in for Viridian. There's just the Viridian Forest. Oh wait, we can go back to Viridian and pick up Rest, maybe? Or is there something down? No, there wasn't. Okay, I thought there was something down here, but there isn't. Okay. Alright. Alright, not necessarily going to be the most exciting episode, but we're going to be getting like a nice, like, kind of like a good bit of things done. There's nothing hiding up here, right? No. And then we already did the one thing down here, so that's set. Yeah, alright. Because I don't think I went and grabbed Rest. And I don't... or was that another surf thing that was on the way to, whatchamacallit? That might have been another surf thing on the way to, Victory Road. That being said, I think after this, I'm gonna head straight back to Fuchsia and go get Surf so I can teach that to Golduck. And Surf on Golduck is going to be a huge game changer. Actually, wait, no, I want to go down. Because going down through here is going to be so much quicker. Oh, did they make this a surf thing? Okay, they made that a surf thing. And that's fine. Just gonna be... Well, actually, if they changed that, like, do you think they would have... They might have changed that to just, yeah. I mean, they haven't changed any other items as far as I know, so... Would they really make Rest slightly harder to get? Because that used to be a cut scenario, right? I'm not just making that up in my head. Either way, it doesn't really matter. I don't really need Rest. It's never going to be a move that I'm realistically going to click. I will say, like, if I could get something like Leftovers, if, like, just sitting here thinking about it, like, if I could get Leftovers onto Papa Bear, I feel like we could probably get into some crazy stupid situations. Hit shift gears once, hit bulldoze once, and probably just like dream scenario. Like, and I know you eventually do find the earthquake TM. Like, once we get to that point, actually thinking about it, yeah, it should come from Giovanni, right? We hit... I should probably go through the dark cave, but I want Surf first. Because now I'm sitting here thinking about it, I'm pretty certain there were a couple, whatchamacallits. Okay, what's the word I'm looking for? A couple of... rock smash points. I don't know what they were hiding. I think there's Terrakion in there. So I guess that could be a decent, like if you're doing a vanilla run through of this, it might be good to, like, at this point you go and you get the three Mons. That being said, I don't care how long this actually ends up taking. I'm gonna turn off Infinite Repel. I want to make sure there's not any items hiding around. Lechonk. I'm not gonna lie, I don't care about Lechonk. I think it and its evolution's not really gonna be helpful. Same with Happiny. I don't think either of those are gonna really be super helpful. Like, I know I'd probably want them to be helpful, but... Tentacruel? I could see Tentacruel being possibly helpful. Okay, just stay in the ball. I know how this... Unless, like, the person doing the ROM hack changed things, you just throw the ball. It's the most efficient way to do Safari Zone. Tentacruel could possibly be a good option. Ooh, just a free Megastone just there. We already have a Garbodor, so I'm not worried about it. Which I'm kind of... Like, I should probably honestly do, like, a bit of off-stream grinding. Grind up... Okay, we gotta get Clobbopus. Clobbopus is one of my favorites. But I think we should probably think about trying to get a Pokemon on the team that we can Mega Evolve. Like, I know you could get a pretty busted Kangaskhan build, obviously just by watching Giovanni. But it's like one of those things where it's like, I probably can't get a decent enough Kangaskhan build going like at this exact moment. I got the Power Punch. Okay, Heracross, that's like a legitimate one. Speaking of Kangaskhan, like, I would definitely want to get like Body Slam. Like, again, if it could like learn Slash or something, just a nice, strong, physical, normal move for it to really abuse with the Power Up Punch. Which I know that the Giovanni fight's gonna be annoying. Okay, apparently we already have an Electrode, so I'm not gonna worry about this. I wasn't sure if there was an item up there or not. Rising Bolt. What's... I don't know if I actually... Rising Bolt. 70 power, 100 accuracy. The user attacks with voltage that doubles its power on electric terrain. Alright, good move if we had something that like immediately created electric terrain. That being said, we don't have anything like that. Okay, Mega Beedrill. I wouldn't necessarily be mad about trying to use a Mega Beedrill. Alright. Oh! Okay. Ball. I thought we saw you in the forest. I mean, we're here. Might as well try and catch the legendary, right? Like, quit watching carefully and just get in the ball. It's gonna make me waste all my balls, isn't it? On one hand, I'm not 100% sure why I'm doing this. Because, like, unless it actually has, like, a good, like, grass and a good fighting move, it's not necessarily going to be great against Giovanni, which is what I would use this for. Because it's not going to do anything against Koga, it's not going to do anything against Blaine. It's all about Giovanni. And even the fighting move wouldn't necessarily be great. Though again, I think Giovanni's going to end up using Kangaskhan. And that's the big thing. Alright, everybody. It's time. It's time. Implore the we don't care strategy. Damn. It knew. It knew that we cared. Okay, if we get down to like, I think if we get down to 10 balls, I'm gonna dip, because I still want to get Surf. Okay, there we go. Alright, I think surf is down this one? It's the next one, isn't it? $134 steps left. Okay, well, might as well expand forward. Is that the one that's like really good on psychic terrain? Okay, we got. I was gonna say, I think we have a Lopunny. Okay, Seadra isn't bad. Especially if we can turn it into a Kingdra. Kingdra's a pretty just good all-around Pokemon. What, only weak to now Fairy and Dragon? Okay, fine. Anyway, Seadra. Is there anything actually in here? Okay, yeah. Alright, well, we're gonna have to do this one more time, so... Because I don't think I have enough to go up and around. To be honest, I don't care about the young goose. There it is, yeah. Alright. So we still have... I kind of wish they would have just made the steps uncapped in this. Like, let me run around and explore. At least now I can kind of streamline a good handful of the steps. We already know about the Trubbish. But yeah, I think getting Surf will be huge. Ooh. Oh, we already have Typhlosion. Well, I mean, technically we have the Hisuian Typhlosion, so maybe I should try and pick up regular Typhlosion. Or do I have... Yeah, we'll give it a try. At worst, we have an extra regular Typhlosion. Stay in the ball, Typhlosion. Okay, doing a little bit better. One more time. One more time. Because we all know 3 shakes and you're in. Because otherwise it's illegal. Just stay in the ball. What did I just say? 3 shakes and you're in. Otherwise it's illegal. You're not allowed to shake 3 times and then pop out. I'm gonna call the Poke Police. There we go. Felt that one. Felt it. Alright, up. Steel Wing. Okay, a lot of just Mega Stones here. Alright, anything hanging over here just in case? No. You know what? I'm not worried about Minchao. If I was more worried about getting some fighting types. Okay, Pidgeotite. Okay. I don't think we have a Pidgeot. Gold Teeth. Okay, and then we can also grab Strength, which is useful. Solar Blade. Turn 2 move. Okay, so it's essentially Solar Beam, but physical. So that'd be insane for Rillaboom. Probably. Like, if I could get a sunny... Like, if I knew a sunny day setup was coming, I could put Solar Blade on and probably nuke. Actually, how strong is Solar Blade? Just out of curiosity. Okay, I was gonna say I wasn't actually paying attention to what number it was. Solar Blade, 125 with 100 accuracy. Yeah. Honestly, put that thing on Rillaboom, and we're probably cooking most things that come in our way. Especially if like there's ever a double battle scenario. If I think I have a Pokemon that has either Drought or Desolate Land or whatever the heck it's called. Did I do all this? I think I did. Right? Yeah, I did all that. Alright, what's hiding over here? Because I think this is the only other place we haven't explored. And then the biggest thing is going to be surfing to get whatever items are in the middle. Alright. I will worry about everything else later. That being said, let's go ahead and teach our boy Surf, because that is going to do some insane damage. Because Liquidation, it's cool, it's nice, and will lower defense, but 85 and 100, honestly, like, not as great as Surf. Maybe it's time to get rid of Stone Axe. No, honestly, I still like Stealth Rock, especially now that I also have a Spike setup. Like, if I can get like, start off with the Duck, hit Stone Axe, have that do as much damage as possible before it dies, then throw out the Rock, get 3 layers of spikes out, I think the other 4 Pokemon would then have like a pretty chill time. Alright, so here are my plans. I am going to do some off-stream grinding. I think I'm just gonna... Actually, I got a bit of time. I might just do it now, technically. Let's see how high... Like, because I have no idea what level cap is going to be. We're already at 66. It wouldn't surprise me if the level cap is something crazy like 70. And by the time we end up getting to the Elite Four, we're just at, like, it's just level 100s battling against level 100s, which would be kind of nuts. But maybe I can at least kind of get an idea of what we can get done, get us all set up and ready to go for Rock and probably Misty and maybe Lieutenant Surge. I can't imagine they would want us to do a lot of gym rematches. And at this point, if I'm going to do them, I'm going to just like go full mollywop on them. Then I'd be also surprised if they would also do a level cap increase after beating the gym leaders a second time. Okay. We're gonna speed this up. Nope. Nope. Gotta send it back. I was just hitting A way too fast. Where did we last save? It was in front of Brock, right? Alright. Well, I made a... Oh, wait, no. Okay, so we're here. Alright, not a big deal. Alright. I pushed it too far. I'll get everything caught back up and get everything resituated off stream. That's not going to be a big deal, but Yeah, that's on me. I shouldn't just be rapidly clicking A. That was on me. That was on me. All right, either way, if you made it this far in the video, first of all, thank you for your time. Really do appreciate it. We're going to keep pushing ahead. Hopefully, fingers crossed, starting next episode, we're going to be working our way through the gym leaders that we have to rematch, and then we can finally, like, I can't tell you how many roadblocks there have been trying to get to Koga, but there's been just a numerous amount. It's very annoying, to say the least. But hopefully we can make it to Koga and finally take him out, and then start making our way to Blaine and probably run into a million more things that are just like, you got to jump through a million more hoops just to get to Blaine, and then Blaine's going to be a whole thing, and then same for Giovanni, and then the Elite Four is going to be like just hell. But we're getting closer to the end. Depending on how things go, maybe I go with something a little bit more chill for a fan-made game. Maybe we hop out of Pokemon for a hot minute so to give myself a break. Maybe I check out like a Mario ROM hack or something. I'll figure it out. Either way, once again, thank you for your time. I really do appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next one.